Well, hello there. Today's episode of As the Tarot Turns is brought to you with purpose, on purpose. Or on purpose with purpose. Either way, it's on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Nacho Mama. Some people call me Criddle, like Riddle with a C. Other people call me Crystal. Either way, Nacho Mama is a personality, not a person. Today, I'm going to be reading for the sign of Libra. For the Libra gang. I read from the Mythic Tarot, the Everyday Witches Tarot, the Nightmare Before Christmas, the Osha Zen, the Rebel deck. The first cards we're going to pull is going to be what universe feels like you need to let go of. Whether it be a person, place, thing, programmed response, idea. Let me see what the universe thinks you need to let go of, Libra. King of Swords. I do not read reversals. I do think that there is a meaning in both the positive and negative aspects. Sometimes there's a deeper message in the negative, even if it's not going on currently. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that it might be going on with currently. So this is a lot of authority about security. The King of Swords is very, very authoritative, very very stern, in a position of high, like somebody that doesn't joke around much, especially in the reverse, I'd imagine. Not playing games. The Magician and the Ten of Pentacles. Let's see here. The Magician. Are you set in stone? With something that isn't for your best benefit? The Magician comes after the Fool. This is using your power. This is manipulative and using your power for selfish needs. The Ten of Pentacles. Maybe you lack the courage. You don't know how blessed you are. You're too rigid in your thinking. Not applying yourself in the right way cannot achieve anything unless you change your attitude. By thinking if things don't go your way, then all is lost. By only having your goals focused. on the Ten of Pentacles. By not seeing where your magic is leading you to success. With the Tower. Where have you built on faulty foundations? You've built something with faulty foundation. Or are you terrified that everything that you've built is going to crumble? Thinking that happiness is not in your future, or something that you thought was going to make you really, really happy has actually been keeping you locked away in the Tower. This tower is about to crumble. The Four of Cups, the Six of Cups. A lot of you are terrified that you're building on faulty ground. You have no proof that what you're building is your empire right now. You're disappointed about how things went in the past, either past relationships, past partnerships, past jobs. And you're sitting with yourself and God, the universe, Creator, all of them. Really deciding for yourself what is your what is your Ten of Pentacles? What is your Ten of Cups? What are your real hopes and desires? Where do you really want to go? What do you really want to do? Because whatever's been done in the past has not been working. Towards a message. Another page at the bottom of the deck, definitely a message. Are you looking for a message from the universe? The universe sends you messages every day, all the time, in songs, in lights flickering. From the past will come happiness. letting go of all the negativity of the past. There was something that you really, 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 really had your heart on. That might have crumbled out of nowhere. A lot of disappointment and betrayal. But you found hope in that situation. Through the rumble of all the darkness, you found yourself. Whatever this negative self-talk, whatever this idea you have that is wrapped up in one person, one situation, one idea, one belief. Crumbled abruptly and unexpectedly. Seemed to be a lot of gossip. But underneath it, there's still this lessons learned, wishes gained. Now you know what you really want. Some of you are definitely going to be receiving a message. Maybe that's why you had to go through all of this, is so that you can receive this message. What is in front of Libra, universe? What is in front of Libra, universe? The message of someone being sneaky. This is so you can deal with this message. You've gone through these lessons and hardships towards the Ten of Cups and having your world crumble so you can emotionally, intelligently, emotionally deal with some sort of deception. Or some sort of sneakiness. Maybe not deception. I mean, the Seven of Swords, do you know if this man is bringing in those swords or is he taking them? He really thought he was doing the right thing, taking these swords in the middle of the night. With all of them being, it's like being around a bunch of drunk cowboys with loaded guns and the child sneaking off with the guns in the middle of the night. Sure, it might be deceitful, but it might not be deceit based on maliciousness. It's not got malicious intent. You've had a very strong battle underneath you that is using all of the lessons that you've had, all of the trials, the tribulations of you being the heroine, the advocate, the seeker, the addict, of you finally putting all of those pieces together and mending your boat and sailing forward in confidence. That is knowing, that is having the inner knowing that no matter what, everything's going to be all right. That the trials and tribulations have served a purpose, and really evaluating what that purpose is, and then applying those lessons to the next lesson, to the next mission, to the next mission. To bring home the golden fleece. To work towards true marriage, true understanding of love, of self, of universe. That is going through it to get through it, so you know what you want, what you don't want. They say Libras are real indecisive. I don't think that Libras are indecisive. Libras usually just don't have enough informed information to make a decision, so they choose not to. But once a Libra knows what they don't want or knows what they do want, they know what they want, right? That is true divine. That is a divine partnership. That is being able to have empathy. To take the lesson from being both the enabler, the addict, the friend, the enemy. Seeing things from a whole other perspective with feeling, not just all fact, not just this, oh, well, the facts are the facts, or the facts are the facts. These are the facts. I don't joke. There's no joking here. It's like taking all the fun out of it. Towards justice. Just us, man. There's just us. The Ten of Cups. That is those that have been the deceiver. You are now their teacher. We are always a student and we are always a teacher. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pence. You need to take your mind off of work. It's so rigid in your focus. Good things are about to start happening. If you let go of the worrying, if you let go of worrying about this Ten of Cups, instead of worrying about the Ten of Cups or worrying about with the Ten of Pentacles. Why don't you be the Ten of Cups? Once you let go and learn how to go with the flow, and to transform that, all those harsh lessons that you've learned in life into something beautiful. That doesn't mean you have to agree with something that happened, but you can't change the fact that it did happen. So how do you somehow change how you respond to it, how you react to it? Our thoughts have momentum, man. Have you ever noticed that if you sit around and something sad happens in the morning or something, and then all of a sudden there's a sad song that comes on, and then from that sad song you start in repeat motion of these sad thoughts, and then more sad things happen. How do you take that frequency? How do you take your internal frequency and tune it to where you want to be? The hard work is all there for a purpose. Libras focus are usually so much on other people and partnerships, but they neglect themselves, or it's the opposite. Some Libras are very, very only about themselves. But how do we learn to love ourselves unconditionally? Like, we always want other people to love us unconditionally, but we don't even love ourselves unconditionally. You're ready to face that internal battle. You're armed with all of the knowledge, all the tools, all the know-how, all the strength. You know that inside that cave there's the devil. The devil doesn't bother you. Sometimes learning the other side's opinion brings a lot of insight. That's one thing about knowing all sides. If you know somebody else's battle more than they do, and you still feel the same way, then keep trucking, man. Two of Pentacles. This is a go. This is a leave behind your woes. All's a go. Looks like Libras have made a lot of significant changes. Have went inside internally and shifted a lot of rigid ideas. One-way streets. Not only have you shifted your one-way streets, but you stopped letting other people have one-way streets on you. This is knowing that you're never going to be that girl that's going to get into someone's phone wondering what's good. This is knowing how ugly of a toxic relationship can make you and not ever wanting to be that person ever again. Not ever putting yourself in a position to where you are that person, not giving anybody the control over you like that ever. coming home with the golden fleece. You don't even care if there's a crowd. You're just glad to be home. That's what that's about. You are home inside of yourself. You can let go of the fear of anybody taking that from you. The devil. You can let go of the fear of making immature, materialistic type of choices that's going after money. Like if one job pays better, but this one you would really love to do, but you went after the one that pays better, you'll never do that again. That's that knowing in your heart. From living through all of the burdens. Nobody else is harder on you than you. That's releasing yourself from this mental prison of doubt, of lack mentality. You've already got the fleece. Why is your mind still encased? It's right there. It's all within you. To not be the wounded warrior. To move to solid ground. What else can we tell Libra, universe? The Hierophant. The Hierophant is when we get into the stage of our lives where we really understand ourselves. The Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Hierophant, Justice, Ten of Pentacles. That is a lot of major inner transformation, Libra. He who conforms and diligently searches for truth must recognize that he himself is not truth. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Do what you feel best. Go ahead and have the courage of your convictions. Being more open-minded. Not so black and white. Reaching the stage of Hierophant, you let go of the things that have been holding you back that are material, your material desires, material wants, material wishes. You destroy all your self-made ties. And you focus on what is important to strengthen your spiritual progress. To be the Hierophant is to be a man who is free of anything that is not of his own belief. To always stand your ground in what you believe in and pushing forward towards what it is that you love. But letting go of the authoritative, strict, one way, only one way to success type of attitude. After you've let go of all the rigid beliefs, all of the past betrayal, you gain real love for self. Knowing what you're capable of on either side. People forget that all of us are just equally and opposite. If you're dealing with someone that's a major prick, chances are equal and opposite. He's not totally a total lover. It's probably why you keep him around. Because you can see the opposite side of somebody else. But you can't love people for who you want them to be. For who your idea of them is. You have to love people for who they are. That's all of the ugly deceit. If you can't love somebody for who they are, at their ugliest of uglies and their equal of opposites, then you don't love yourself that way either. Seems to be a lot of Libras out there that have made a lot, not just progress material, not just progress on the outside plane, progress that nobody can take from them. At one time, I was going through some major life stuff, like on the floor, bawling my eyes out, screaming at God kind of stuff, man. And I told myself, I'm just gonna shave my head and wear bug spray as perfume because I never wanted anybody to fall in love with my picture again. I shit you not even a year later, another set of circumstances had me in one of my rooms in my house, dripping in bug spray with a shaved head. I thought to myself, dumbass. We are conscious, creative beings, continuously creating unconsciously. Not even a year later, I had a shaved head and I was dripping in bug spray. I was so passionate about telling myself and telling the universe that I was going to shave my head and wear bug spray as perfume that not even a year later, my head was shaved and I was dripping in bug spray. On that note, I love you guys. Remember to keep spreading unconditional love on the ley lines of the planet. Your vibration is contagious. Vroom, beep, beep. Much love.